Hello, this is Morena Lanham and Peyton Landis with the Linton-Stockton Student Press, here with Miss Katie Elliot, who is running for Linton-Stockton School Board. Thank you for speaking with us.
Thank you for having me.
Okay. What was school like when you went here?
Very much like it is now. The building, obviously, we have a new building now, so I was in the old high school that they tore down a few years after I graduated, but this part, the junior high part, is still the same. Just we didn't have the technology that you guys have.
How is it different from today?
Well, I kind of touched on that, the technology side of things. You know, we had the library full of books and periodicals that we looked stuff up in and had very little computer use while I was here.
Were you involved in any extracurricular activities when you were in school?
I was in the band and I played the flute and I cheered until my sophomore year.
As a child, did you ever imagine yourself running for school board?
Well, when I was in school, I always wanted to be a school teacher. So I have always kind of had my heart in the school system. My parents were teachers and my grandparent was a teacher and my brother's also a teacher. So school has been a big part of my life, and when I went to college, I decided that teaching maybe wasn't for me, but I've always had a heart for the schools.
What made you decide to run for school board?
Well, as I told Peyton, I have always had a heart for the schools, and one of my main job after I got out of college was working for the State Board of Accounts, and I would audit school corporations, and so that gave me a little bit of insight into how schools actually worked from a budget and financial standpoint.
How did your dad, who had been a part of the school board years before, influence you to run for the Linton-Stockton School Board?
He told me not to. No, not really. He did encourage me. He feels like that with my past in the State Board of Accounts that I would have some knowledge that maybe some other people wouldn't have. So he felt like it would be a good thing for me to run.
Did your dad ever give you advice or a quote that really stuck with you through this time?
Oh, goodness. Just, to listen to people and hear their concerns. I don't know that he really gave me a quote, but just to listen and tell them that if it's a concern that I feel like I can change or help them address that I will do that.
What do your kids think about you running for the school board?
I think they're okay with it. Audrey's a senior this year, so she'll not be here a whole lot of the time while I'm serving, but Erin will be in high school during the 4 years that I'm here, so hopefully she's excited about that.
What are some past experiences in your life that make you feel like you would be qualified for this position?
Well, I talked about it a little bit before with working for the State Board of Accounts. I spent 15 years with them, and I not only audited school corporations, but a lot of other different governmental units. In the last 5 years, I actually spent time auditing Indiana State University and Indiana University. So I was able to see not only the local school corporation setting, but then the university side of things and how the kids transition from high school into college. So that was really neat to be able to see that, and it gave me a perspective of not only the financial side of the public schools but also the universities.
What were some of your campaigning ideas?
Well, we created a Facebook page very early on, and I'm not a strong Facebook user, but I have some social media experts in my house. So we've been able to use that some, and then the yard signs. And we did a meet and greet at the coffee shop a few weeks ago that we had some people come in and talk to me just to kind of see what my ideas were, and if they had any questions, I could answer those.
How do you think the school is going to change in the years ahead?
I think that there are big things coming for Linton, not just Linton, but a lot of the public schools because of where our state is headed. I think that some of the decisions that are made at the state level could affect us And, we have to be proactive, and, we can't necessarily change the state's mind, but we can make the best out of the decisions that they make.
If you do get elected, what are your goals for our school corporation?
I really want to see us focus on education. I feel like our kids need to have the best education, and we have to do our job in getting the best teachers, the most qualified teachers to teach the students. And that way they can, when they graduate, they're ready to go on to college, if that's what they want to do. But if they want to go out into the workforce, that they're ready to do that as well.
This has been Peyton Landis and Miranda Lanham with the Linton-Stockton Student Press. We would like to thank Mrs. Katie Elliot for speaking with us.